Uttar Pradesh has thrown up a googly as far as India's politics is concerned. Uttar Pradesh has 80 seats and there the Samajwadi Party is emerging as the single largest party. In alliance with the Congress, Samajwadi Party and Congress together as the India Alliance could well cross the halfway mark, something that was considered unthinkable given the Bharatiya Janata Party's performance in the state in 2014 and then again in 2019. This time also BJP was claiming that out of the 80 seats they would get more than 70, but Samajwadi Party plus Congress, the India Alliance together, like I said, are hovering around the 45 mark right now. Samajwadi Party is at around 37 and the BJP is hovering around the 30-31 mark. So even as the final numbers will be released by the Election Commission of India, that process takes some time, but it is evident the Congress and the Samajwadi Party have managed to convince the Uttar Pradesh voters. And if you see the UP map, it's completely red, the Samajwadi Party color there, especially in the area of eastern Uttar Pradesh, eastern and south, which is called Purvanchal. So in this area there was a narrative in belts like Mau, Ghazipur. This is the area of Mukhtar Ansari, who recently passed away in a hospital. His family alleged that he was given poison while in hospital, something that the Uttar Pradesh government did not agree with. But this narrative was a talking point in Ghazipur, Mau area. Afzal Ansari, who won on a BSP ticket last time around, is winning from the Samajwadi Party's quota this time, and the neighbouring Mau area, which is in the Ghosi seat. So you see the entire area of eastern Uttar Pradesh, starting from Robertsganj up to Chandoli, Ghazipur, Balia, Ghosi. All of these areas are completely Samajwadi Party dominated at the moment. The rippling effect, the Congress, which has been performing very badly in Uttar Pradesh in the last few elections, it is now doing well in Sitapur, in Amethi. Union Minister Smriti Irani is in a very, very embarrassing situation there. Also in Raebareli, Rahul Gandhi has managed to make his mark. There was a lot of controversy whether Rahul Gandhi will keep Raebareli. So the Samajwadi Party cadre, it is being said, has passed off its hard work. It has rubbed off onto Congress as well. Sitapur, Raebareli, Amethi, even in the western Uttar Pradesh, there are pockets like Imran Masood getting in Saharanpur, Danish Ali, formerly with the BSP, now fighting on a Congress ticket from Amroha. So these are all pockets which have gone to the India Alliance, and both the Congress and the Samajwadi Party workers are being credited for this kind of a turnaround in Uttar Pradesh. Now when you speak to Samajwadi Party leaders on the ground and ask them that what really worked for them, 2-3 things that they point out. A, rural distress. The farmer protest that you saw in western Uttar Pradesh, it was led by Punjab and Haryana farmers who came to Delhi, but it had support from western Uttar Pradesh farmers as well. And they feel, Samajwadi Party's own analysis is that rural distress is a factor, as is unemployment. The Agniveer scheme, they were raising it repeatedly, trying to find a resonance with the youth of UP. They feel unemployment is the big issue, and the promise of jobs in the India Alliance manifesto has held them in good stead. In 2022 assembly elections also, these areas, especially of eastern Uttar Pradesh, of Purvanchal, didn't really give good results to the Bharatiya Janata Party. But this time around, Samajwadi Party could well be on course to be the third largest party in the Lok Sabha if the final numbers by the Election Commission hold as it is. And this is their best performance. In 2004 they got 36. They're on course to better it as well. And the last two elections, 2019 and 2014, SP had only won 5 seats. Only 5 of their MPs had managed to come to Lok Sabha, and their entire family had been wiped out, be it in Firozabad, be it in Etawah. Dimple Yadav came there, but Akhilesh Yadav himself suffered a setback. But now when you see Firozabad, Mainpuri, Kannauj, Eta, all these areas, the family bastion of the Yadav Parivar, they're all doing well, and looks like they've managed to gain the confidence of the voters. So in this election, one story coming out is the rise of Samajwadi Party. In Lok Sabha, they have done very well, but the assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh are also coming up. Will this translate into Akhilesh Yadav, the former Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, making a bid for the Uttar Pradesh Vidhan Sabha as well. That's a larger story. Is the Samajwadi Party on course for a revival in Uttar Pradesh? Is another story that is being watched closely.